is the only planet known to have life in the universe. Its population is growing rapidly, and along with this growth, the need for food will rise, highlighting the importance of agriculture. Regardless of the development levels of countries, agriculture is a dynamic and indispensable industry. Production is the one and only way to progress. However, production alone does not suffice. Large quantities of food produce are wasted before reaching the consumer. The existence of the human race goes back to merely 200,000 years ago on our 5 billion-year-old planet. The human race is undoubtedly the most invasive and skillful species ever, dominating the world using its talents. Following the First and Second World Wars, which were started due to the desire to achieve domination and rule, the global population was only 3 billion in 1960. In 2016, the world's population reached 7.7 billion, with people relieving from stress and tension. According to a UN report, the current world population is expected to reach over 12 billion in just 35 years. Taking this data into account, food production will have to rise by 50% by 2050 to meet the projected demand of a growing population. Therefore, we should have serious concerns about this issue and devise major plans. While developed countries are tackling the obesity problem, more than 800 million people are living below the breadline worldwide. The two biggest threats awaiting humans, doubled in population in just 50 years and projected to rise by 5-fold in the near future, are the issues of energy and food supply. So, can we solve the food problem by merely producing food? People reach food in 3 stages. The first stage is when food is produced. The second stage is when food is produced and stored. The third stage is when food is produced environmentally friendly and efficiently and stored with the best technology. Food production has now become easier through new technologies and knowledge. However, storing food properly is still a major problem. The oldest methods of storing, cooling, and freezing are still the healthiest and most commonly used methods. The best cold storage systems, manufactured particularly in countries producing and consuming large quantities of food, are unfortunately unknown to 80% of the food-producing countries. In other words, 80% of the world's food cannot be stored under the best conditions. Even the most developed countries do not have all the best food storing technologies, and this is a major problem. Food producers, whose products cannot be stored properly, are unable to make sufficient profits and therefore improve their business. This vicious cycle contributes only to polluting our planet with no apparent reasons without ever knowing how and why it happens. CANTEK Group devotes its knowledge and experience accumulated through 25 years to humanity through its science, culture, and education foundation. And for this reason, CANTEK describes the process of 13 essential and world's most traded foods from production to consumption with books and documentary films. The foundation aims to teach how to store these foods in the best possible way, raising awareness on this issue and preventing food loss. If we wish to achieve world peace, we must use our energy efficiently and solve the food problem immediately. We must ensure a better future by using our food and energy properly. The biggest threat facing our world is to believe that others will save the world.